Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing Demon Dentist Chapter 9. Tell no one. The next morning at school, Alfie opened his locker to find a note that had been slipped under the door. It had been made from letters cut out of a newspaper, and there was no name at the bottom. Boiler room. Lunchtime. Tell no one. The boiler room was deep within the valleys of the school. It was strictly out of bounds to all children. Alfie looked behind him to check. No one saw him as he sneaked down the spiral staircase that led in from the playground. "Keep out," read the sign. Slowly, Alfie turned the handle and pushed open the heavy door. It creaked. It was dark inside, and hiss and a gurgle of the giant boiler was so loud no one upstairs could hear, not even if he screamed. Realizing this suddenly, Alfie felt a shadow of fear passing him. He was afraid. Perhaps being lured down here was some kind of trap. From behind the boiler, out stepped a figure, a short figure with dreadlocks. "Gabs!" said Alfie as he breathed a sigh of relief. "Why are we meeting down here? We could get into big trouble if a teacher found us." "Keep your voice down," hushed the girl. "You don't know who could be listening. Now, quickly, wedge that old blackboard against the door so no one could come in." Alfie did what he was told. Gabs double-checked the door was secure and then rolled out a huge piece of paper she was carrying on the damp and dirty floor. They knelt down to study it. Soon, Alfie realized this was a map of the town. Gabs had drawn it in detail and had written notes in colored pens by certain homes. 2 weeks ago, November the 10th, Jack Brown, a wasp's nest. November the 12th, Lily Candy, cat poo. Same night, Eddie Lauter, a dirty old Veruca sock. Alfie was bemused. "What is all this?" he asked. November the 13th, a Friday. That was a busy night. Crisscrossed all over town. Rian Skinner, a dead adder. Twin sisters Jessie and Nell Godwin, a giant scab. Origin unknown, may not have been human. Hardeep Singh, flying ants' eggs, woke up to his bedroom buzzing with thousands of them. "I don't understand," said Alfie. "And last night's got me. My tooth fell out. Well, after I've waggled it for weeks. So I put it under my pillow as I always do." "What do you think that I woke up to find?" I don't know. "A bat's wing." "No!" "Yes, still flapping. Must have just been ripped off the poor beast." Alfie couldn't believe what he was hearing. The girl was gathering pace now. There was no stopping her. So I started asking around the school first thing this morning and realized it was happening all over town. "Kids here, 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 and here," said Gabs as she pointed out a number of houses or flats on the map. "Were all targeted last night. And the calling cards got worse, much worse. A badger's paw, a snail that had its shell pulled off, hundreds of centipedes creeping and crawling under some poor girl's pillow. A filthy sticking plaster, sodden with pus." The boy couldn't help but shudder. "That's disgusting!" "Whatever's happened, this is just the beginning." "Who's doing this?" asked Alfie. The little girl shook her head. Her dreadlocks followed soon after. "Nobody knows. None of the kids I've spoken to saw or heard a thing. The first they knew of it was when they woke up in the morning expecting to find a shiny new coin." "And you didn't see anything last night?" "Nothing," replied Gabs. "I lock my bedroom door at night, and I live on the 17th floor on a block of flats. So tell me, how did they get in?" Alfie thought for a moment. "Well, they couldn't have. They did," replied the Gabs firmly. For a moment she looked lost in thought. Maybe they flew in. Alfie couldn't help but laugh. As far as he was concerned, the little girl's imagination was now running away with her. Come on, Gab, that's impossible. Gabs looked at him. Nothing's impossible, Alfie. Still, he was not convinced. Maybe we should take this map to the headmaster. Now it's the girl's turn to laugh. Mr. Gray? She asked in a mocking tone. He's useless. Besides, he allowed that demon of a dentist into school. Alfie's mind was whirring now. You don't think Miss Root could be involved somehow? Gabs thought for a moment. No, how could she? All these different houses all over town one night. That's just not possible for one person. No, I suppose not. But there is something very strange about her, said Gabs as she stared off into space. Whatever you do, don't try her mummy's toothpaste. It burns through stone. What? Asked the girl. This was a new piece of the puzzle. Yes, I dropped a tiny bit and it went right through the bridge. I threw it in the canal and killed all the fish. Glad I wasn't as stupid enough to take the tube, proclaimed Gabs. Alfie didn't like that one bit. Gabs, Miss Root made me take it. Whatever, the girl smiled. She was clearly enjoying winding Alfie up. Look, between us we've got a lot of evidence here, said Alfie. I say you forget the headmaster. Go straight to the police. Ooh. So, that is the end of chapter 9. I wonder what's going to happen in chapter 10 next time when we read it. Is the policeman going to help them? Do they have to find somebody else? We don't know. Okay? So, I hope you enjoyed it. And again, in the next episode, we're going to be reading chapter 10. Okay, bye.